Hey, welcome to Toontyme, Fantasy Premier League. This week hasn't been that great so far. Got 51 points in this game week. Jose Sa is my top performer. He was my vice captain, but I decided, let's change to Salah. So yeah, not great. Hopefully Salah has a good game against Crystal Palace tomorrow. But over the past few seasons, I know Liverpool have struggled a bit with Crystal Palace, so maybe he gets a few points, but I don't see it being that much. I think my second top performer is Ivan Toney with 9. Done quite well during that game against Manchester United yesterday. He didn't get a goal, but I think he got an assist. Or got 2 assists. Yeah. So I think that's what it's going to be with Ivan Toney. It's going to be quite a few assists and goals throughout the season. Unless I manage to pick someone up, but it's likely it's going to be him. I think my next top performer may have been Haaland. Or is it Cucurella? No, it should be Haaland then. Yeah, Haaland. He got 5 yesterday. I was watching the highlights on Match of the Day, and he should have had a tap in, but Phil Foden decided not to pass to him. So, oh no, I'm wrong. 3 goals for Henry. Was my third top performer with 6 points, and he done quite well against Manu as well. Then it was Haaland. He should have got a goal yesterday, but he wasn't passed to. So, yeah, and I made him a captain. Well, he's still being a captain, but I don't know if I want him as captain against us next week. Oof, it's going to be a tough game for Newcastle. I think Cucurella done quite well. Well, not quite well, but got some points. Got 4. Son, he struggled a bit today against Chelsea. I didn't watch the game, but you could see there he got 2, so not a great game for him. And Saliba scored an own goal yesterday, so it's a -1 for him. And Sessegnon got 1 point, so it's a big come down from last week against who did Spurs play last week? Cannot remember. Hold on. Few information. Southampton. So a big come down for him against Chelsea today. Once again, the Newcastle players. I decided to take Sven Botman off because I didn't think he'd play this week. But lo and behold, Matt Target unfortunately got the leg injury, and Sven Botman managed to get his first start for Newcastle, and he got a nice 7 points. So I missed out on those extra points, unfortunately. Patson Daka got 1 point, and Sanchez got 6 points. So yeah, I made the right choice in terms of goalkeeper, not so much in terms of Botman, and definitely in terms of Daka, as Leicester got a beat down from Arsenal yesterday. It's a 4-2, I think. So that's how it was. Eze is on the bench. So it's all on Mohamed Salah today. Well, not today, tomorrow against Crystal Palace. So hopefully he gets me some extra points. I did have a video detailing when I made all my transfers, because I brought in Saliba and Rico Henry. You know, as before I had Tyreek Mitchell and Mark Gahey of Crystal Palace, and they both had disastrous games, and Crystal Palace have quite a tough start and had a few too many of those players. I think Eze can contribute throughout the season. Yeah, Sam Maximin had a poor game yesterday, and so did Bruno. So I'm thinking about putting Eze in for next week, as they have a easier game on paper than Newcastle do, and it's gonna be tough. I don't know what strategy Eddie Howe's going to implement against Man City next week, but I can see we're gonna be trying to keep it as compact and tight as possible, hit them on the counter, and trying to break their press, and trying to maybe hit the flanks. I've noticed that Pep Guardiola is trying to do something similar to what he done again when he was manager of Bayern Munich, where he would invert the fullbacks to pack the middle with even more players. So those opportunities are there hit down the flanks, but they do make it very difficult to, when you get on the ball, to look up and hit those spaces. So it's going to be interesting to see what Eddie Howe does tactically to give Newcastle as much of an opportunity as possible. Haaland's going to be the danger man for Man City next week, as always. So even though I don't want to keep him as captain, he's likely going to stay that way. Man U against Liverpool next week, and I can see Liverpool turning the screw on Erik ten Hag and his men, as why not? They're rivals and very much dislike each other. So when you're on top like Liverpool are right now, why not exploit the opportunity? And Man U are very poor. The way they looked against Brentford, it was like men against boys. They look weak physically. They look weak mentally. It was pathetic, to be honest, watching Man U against Brentford. Brentford just closed down everything. They nullified everything Ten Hag wanted these players to do. The players looked jittery. The goal some of the goals De Gea was conceding were very poor. The one that's squirmed under his body, and then when he passed it to Eriksen when he had a man right on his back, and then when it come back to him, it was just poor. Everything about them was poor, and Brentford absolutely annihilated them for it, which should happen, because being poor in any division should be exploited, and that's what Brentford done really well yesterday. So I'll be keeping Tony and Rico Henry in, as they're playing Fulham next week, and Fulham, I think they lost or drew. I'm not certain exactly what happened with them. Hold on, let me look up fixtures. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, so next week's fixtures, so the previous weeks, like I thought it would show. And if I Fulham, yeah, I think Fulham drew. Oh my days, it's not showing what I want. They're not making it particularly easy. That's 3-2. Fulham drew away at Wolves. So that's a good result for them, to be honest. But I think, did Mitrovic miss a penalty or something? I'm not saying what happened in that game. I didn't watch any of the highlights. Yeah, I thought so. Mitrovic missed the penalty. So Fulham is a strange team. They could do well next week, but I can see Brentford just exerting that pressure on them, and Brentford are the better team, so they should be able to come up with a result. Arsenal playing away at Bournemouth, so we'll see if Arsenal can continue the current start to the season. Chelsea at Leeds, they're going to be a tough test, so it'll be interesting to see. Wolves are playing at Tottenham, and Tottenham drew today. They've looked like they've been scoring quite a few goals, but Wolves are strong defensively, so I can see Jose Sa being pivotal to that game, as well as yeah, I was saying about Crystal Palace. Eze will probably be coming in for Sam Maximin, as I think he's going to be a really tough game for Newcastle next week, and I've got to be. This is I'm trying to get points, and hopefully we hold them back and manage to get a result out of this game. But I'm not particularly optimistic. But Palace should get a result against Villa at home. I think they need it. You know, they're likely to be losing tomorrow against Liverpool, if I'm being honest. So they want points against Villa. And Villa, even though they beat Everton, they still look not great. They don't look that very good. They're just about squirmed past Everton on Saturday. So Crystal Palace, even though they'll probably lose against Liverpool tomorrow, it's two games that are understandable losing. You know, Arsenal resurgent, they've made some good signings, and then you're playing Liverpool, who are one of the two best teams in the league, and truthfully, definitely in the top 5 best teams in Europe. So if you lose against them, it's just a game you kind of write off. So that game against Villa, I think Patrick Vieira and Crystal Palace have earmarked as something they can get a result in. So Eze will probably be in my team then. Well, anyway, that's all I've got for today for Premier League, Fantasy Premier League. There will be updates throughout the week. And thank you for watching. And wherever you are, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Peace.